can surprise you with that extra lift. The captain has opted to bat first after winning the toss.
These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Pace bowler into the attack. Bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Oh, beats the edge and the batsman has played all around that one. Batsman losing his concentration there. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Picked and deposited out of the park for a six. That's a clean strike. That was a stunning shot. Oh, he's lost that one. That's huge. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident when there's space on the ball. Good bowling. It beats them all, ends up. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Oh, he's clubbed that for a six. That's a brilliant. And it decides not to take the review. Oh, that's It's beautifully done by the batsman. Exquisite timing. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Excellent dive. Superb reflexes. That could well be the catch of the match. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. My God, this looked impossible until it took it. Incredible effort by the fielder. The ball has got his tail up. Terrific bowling that. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound in the bat. I tell you what, that shot looks even better in the replay. Lovely timing. Unplayable. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Missing his line there, wide signal. But the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. No ball called. He looks in good touch. Get ready for the free hit now. Bustle, a magnificent shot before. That's an amazing shot. Beautiful timing. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. That's fiery from the bowler. Oh, found the edge of the bat. Good delivery. Well, that's a six. The power is extraordinary. Just hit that exactly where he wanted to. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. Batsman losing his concentration there. Stop! Quick hands from the keeper. And yes, he gets his man. Fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Batsman takes the long walk back to the pavilion. Bowler is fired up, looks good to get another scalp. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a six. No chance for any fielder to cut that off. Good shot for a single. Oh, that's worth a shout. Sensational fielding. That was some brilliance in the field. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. The fielder knew exactly which end to throw. The batsman must be kicking himself after that run out. Beautiful shot by the batsman. That's 4 more. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. Turned away for a single. smart batting. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Good shot for a single. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Masterful batting. That was a good ball and equally well played by the batsman. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. Well, that's out. Poor shot from the batsman. Must be kicking himself. Fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Yeah, looked like he was a bit early into that shot. Bowler is fired up, looks good to get another scalp. Turned away for a single. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. Spinner back, I think that's a good move. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Very well struck. Nobody's going to get that unless at the ground. He has hit that exactly where he wanted to. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Oh, that's good. Not good if you're a batsman. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound on the bat. That was a stunning shot. That's good, pal. In the air. Got him. That's a loose shot by the batsman. fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Ball has got his tail up. Terrific bowling that. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into great position, got it from the beat of the bat. Oh, that's some beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. Spinner brought back from the other end. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. Shot, that's an excellent cricket shot. Fantastic bit of fielding this. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Well, you can sense something is going to happen here. The bowler not allowing the batsman to free his arms. Wonderful sound on the bat. That's a six. No chance for any fielder to cut that off. On the field where the gaps are. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. Fantastic batting, that great execution. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a six. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. be interesting to see what pace he'll bowl at. Picked and deposited out of the park for a six. That's a clean strike. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Carved away through the gap for four. That is smart batting. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Squeeze single there, good running. Nailed it. Absolutely perfect throw. Leg by, says umpire. Runs at it to the team's total. Excellent running between the wickets. Good shot for a single. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It is also good for batting. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. That was a good ball and equally well played by the batsman. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Wonderful sound of the bat. That's a six. I tell you what, that shot looks even better in the replay. Lovely timing. Spin him back. I think that's a good move. Long leg in place. Expect some chin music from the bowler. Oh, that's a beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. That's hit hard. That's hit for six. That's a great shot. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. That's a six. The power is extraordinary.
That's good, pal.
Good bowling. It beats them all, ends up. between the wickets. Really poor. Muscle. A magnificent shot for four. Gorgeous shot. Found the middle of the bat there. Crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. That's high in the air. Good shot for a single. That's an excellent throw. From the bowler, zips past the edge. Batsman losing his concentration there. What a piece of a delivery. That could have troubled most batsmen in the world. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. Must be so disappointed with that shot. Smart bowling according to the field set. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. Such a wonderful crowd and to watch their favorite players. Oh, that's a good delivery, right on the money. Last ball coming up. That's gone high. Oh, what a catch. He managed to hang on to that. Just that one to perfection. End of the first inning won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. Warmed up and ready to go. Pace bowler into the attack. There must be some nerves as the batsman said to face his first ball. Good shot but cannot get it past the fielder. Good stop. Saved a certain boundary. Was outstanding fielding. That is glorious. Perfect timing and placement. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Carved away through the gap for four. That is smart batting. have been able to hit the right length consistently. Good shot for a single. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Good placement by the batsman. They should be looking for some runs here. Good game awareness. He was covering the throw well. Connected well, but straight to the fielder. Spinner brought into the attack. Decided to from round the wicket. Good shot for a single. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Pushed in the gap. Batsman will look to get some valuable runs here. Turned away for a single. Very good running between the wickets. Squeeze a single there, good running. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Pace bowler now into the attack. Decided to bowl that from round the wicket. Good shot for a single. That struck beautifully. Terrific shot that. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. Lovely timing, ball hitting the sweet spot. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. I know he's a fierce competitor and doesn't shy away from a challenge, but that is just crossing the line, I think. Change in angle, bowler coming over the wicket. Turned away for a single. Decided to bowl that from round the wicket. Well, that is glorious, absolutely glorious, perfect timing. Decided to bowl that from round the wicket. Played away towards the fielder, no run. Good effort by the fielder. That was outstanding fielding. Finds the fielder, couldn't find that gap. He didn't get any timing on that one. Looks like he enjoys space on the ball. Looks more confident with the space on the ball. Good shot for a single. Long leg in place. Expect some chin music from the bowler. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. batsman losing his concentration there. Tight lines and watchfully played. Feel the bowler should be around that good length area more. Good shot for a single. Turned away for a single. Came around quickly to cover the throw. The fitness level of the players today is something else. Wonderful to see them run like that. Very good running between the wickets. Oh, he's thrown it wide. Squeeze single there, good running. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Spinner brought back from the other end. The fitness level of the players today is something else. Wonderful to see them run like that. Good bowling, it beats them all, ends up. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Good shot for a single. Nice throw straight to the top of the stumps. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Played away towards the fielder, no run. Good effort by the fielder. That was outstanding fielding. Handsomely played, but straight to the fielder though. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Easy enough for the batsman to play for a single or a two if they run well. Wow, that was a really wide throw. Fast bowler into the attack from the other end. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It is also good for batting. Couldn't time that well as you would have liked. You really had to reach for the ball to collect it. They need more boundaries now to make up for their slow start. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Finds the fielder, couldn't find that gap. Well, he has to bowl that one again. Good shot for a single. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. These are free runs. You can't put pressure on the opposition like this. Well played, but straight to the fielder. Fantastic bit of fielding this. That was outstanding fielding. Turned away for a single. Point fielder is placed. Good shot for a single. Good game awareness. He was covering the throw well. Easy enough for the batsman to play for a single or a two if they run well. Nice defensive stroke from the batsman. I feel the bowler should be around that good length area more. Batsman covers the line of the ball as he defends. I feel the bowler should be around that good length area more. Tight line, solid in defense. I feel the bowler should be around that good length area more. Well placed into the gap, possible too. decided to bowl that from round the wicket. Good shot for a single. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Well placed into the gap, possible too.
You don't need anything to get him out, boy.
Up in the air. Exceptional. What a catch. Full marks for the catch. Fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. A long walk back to the pavilion. Doesn't look happy at all. This could well be the catch of the match. Fabulous diving catch. Impressed by the field sets by the captain is making the batsman play false shots. That's a beauty. The batsman had to play at that one. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. That's high in the air. Got it. That's a stunner. Out for a duck. Fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. A long walk back to the pavilion. Doesn't look happy at all. Spinner brought back from the other end. The close-in fielder should be on their toes to ensure that the batsman stays on strike. Got him, that's a stunner, out for a duck. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. He knew it from the moment he hit it. They had got it all wrong. Impressed by the field sets by the captain is making the batsman play false shots. Well, he has to bowl that one again. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. Good shot for a single. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. He looks in good touch. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. Missing his line there, wide signal. Great shot, middles it and penetrates the gap for four. He's too good a player not to take advantage of anything loose. Turned away for a single. Last ball coming up. Very good running between the wickets. Wow, that was a really wide throw. They put a good all-round performance today. Bowled well to defend their total. They've won the victory.
You have shown some outstanding performance today. What was your thought process at that time?
Everything seemed to go in my favor today, and I'm very happy with the way I performed.